Alright, how's it going, Ustream? This can be my Wednesday weekly wrap up. First things first, let's go through some great, awesome news of products that's come out today. I have my phone here and getting pulled up. Um, for as far as releases today, on this Wednesday, really not much out there. For baseball, there's the Tots Pro debut. The Golden Age looked really good. Kind of looks like Museum, not as pricey. The hits look nice from what Panini's put out, but I don't know if it's something that would hold value in, let's say, 2 3 months. But I could be wrong. And then basketball, Flare Retro. I think the baseball and the football ones have looked pretty impressive. So it'll be interesting to see how the baseball goes. As far as football, Panini Prestige and Press Pass Game Day Gallery Football. Don't know anything about the Game Day from Press Pass. Never heard of that being released. As far as Prestige, I've never been a fan of, let's say, football cards where it's just your college jersey. That's why I've stopped collecting Upper Deck for football. Basically because I want them in their pro uniforms. So I'm like the average collector. Don't like the college stuff, but don't mind it and whatnot. So that's all that's going to be released today. Oh, sorry. I forgot there's one other one. If you're into Yu-Gi-Oh! The Battle Pack 2, War of Giants is out. And Famous Fabrics, Horrors of War 2 came out today as well. Don't know anything about those, but might as well just add it just in case for some of you guys that like it. Alright, guys. Now it's the fun stuff. Now I get to go through the 4 major sports, which would be football, hockey, baseball, and basketball. I'll start with probably the hottest sport right now that everybody keeps hearing about is football. Aaron Hernandez, tight end for New England Patriots, has been charged with murder. Don't really hear much what's out there. It's kind of like all the news stations are covering it, but there's no definite answer of like, yes, he killed this guy, yes, this. He did destroy his cell phone and his security tapes at his house, which is definitely it's something to do with like uh, destroying evidence, blah 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 blah, or whatever. Anyways, so I will start with football, since there's 1,000 things I want to talk about. Rookie linebacker Asawi Lot, or whatever, is arrested for attempt to murder. Allegedly, he punched a man outside a club in northern New Jersey. Here's the thing. When football players are not on the field, guess what? They're causing trouble in the clubs. Yeah. If you guys remember, Adam Pac-Man Jones had trouble with that. Chad Jones had trouble last year, and that's why he was cut. Always problems, but guess what? In the end, football players are just like us. They're human. So, moving on. Ravens. This one was really funny when I read it this morning on ESPN. Ravens running back, their backup running back, who was a rookie last year, also a Super Bowl winner, so he's got a ring. Um, Basically got carjacked today. Bernard Pierce, everything's fine. I think they discovered the car like miles away, but definitely probably took cash from him and cell phones and whatnot, jewelry. Pro players are always, I don't know. I mean, if you see like an Escalade driving down, you're really gonna be like, oh, let me go try to rob them because they might have a gun, they might shoot you too. Just saying, putting that out there. And kind of old school news, Bills. You guys would like to hear this. Jim Kelly, 2 weeks after his surgery for his jaw, is cancer free. And basically, the way they described on ESPN and NFL.com is they had to remove one of his jawbones, and from that, all the cancer is gone and doesn't have to have chemo. So, moving on to the next sport, how about we go with hockey, since that's probably my favorite. If you guys were watching the Stanley Cup, basically Blackhawks won 4-2, 4 games to 2 games. The Bruins, if I remember right, it started off 1 game, and then like Bruins would win 1 game, and then 1 game for the Blackhawks, one win for the Bruins. Well, then what happened? Bruins kind of went. So they ended up winning 6-3 in the final. Oh, I'm sorry, 3-2 in the final game 6. It's a pretty impressive game. I caught the last probably like 6 minutes of it. And it's really intense. I want to say the last, within 17 seconds, the Blackhawks scored 2 goals. So that gave them the 3-2 lead and the championship. I think the best thing I could pull out of that is Patrick Kane scored 19 points during the playoffs and deserved the MVP. Well, guess what? He actually got it. So good job to you guys, NFL, NHL. Too bad the NFL sometimes couldn't put pro players or MVPs that actually deserve it, not just the same guys that keep getting it over and over, like Brady. Don't get me wrong, love Peyton, but Brady, not a fan. Sorry. It's also why I wasn't going for Boston Bruins, because I don't like Boston teams. NBA, not much out there, other than the fact that the Miami Heat has now gone 2 years in championships, so went back to back. So Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Chris Bosh, the three probably like biggest pickups, and they keep talking about and they're gonna do great things. Well, they lived up to it, got 2 championships. I'm not happy about it, just because I'm sick and tired of hearing LeBron this, LeBron that. Oh, he's so much like Michael Jordan. Sorry to say, I don't believe he is like Michael Jordan. You can never replace Michael Jordan. That's like saying, for football, okay, that's like saying, oh, this guy's like Joe Montana. He was like one of a kind. Sorry. I'm not even a Niners fan, so give you props for Montana. So far, the biggest thing about NBA is kind of talking about the draft right now. I think it's coming up in 2 weeks. Don't really watch NBA draft, so I'm sorry if you guys do. Not interested. I kind of watch to see what the results are. It's probably because I don't watch college basketball. I watch college football. Sometimes watch college hockey. Every once in a while, if they have college baseball on, or I end up just watching like the USA baseball kind of games. Speaking of that, let's move into baseball now. Sorry, I know I said each sport would get 90 seconds. First time doing this, but I think I'm doing pretty good. And I'll get to what's on my lap in a second. So baseball. Nationals, you guys took a big hit. Bryce Harper is to play in Class A ball because he had a bursitis in his left knee. So now he's down to like Class A, not Triple A, to where he can almost go in the pros. He's starting actually at the bottom and has to work his way all the way up. I guess he's rehabbing from the bursitis. However, the Nationals are going to do fine. They still got Strasburg. Still got some really big, heavy hitters. I'm not worried about them. I'm not a Nationals fan. Just realized that I need to find a baseball team. And I had to go back and say, all right, who do I like? Kind of want a California team. Sorry, guys. Got to support some California team. Seeing as I'm a big Cowboys fan, and they're from Dallas. So basically, went through kind of history, went back, and I found, I don't know what it is, but I'll show you the next week. Show you next Wednesday. My actual first baseball ticket. It's 1992. It was the Oakland A's at home versus the Mariners, which probably means I got to see Ken Griffey Jr., but I wouldn't remember. I was too excited to actually go to a baseball field and kind of enjoy like the peanuts and the popcorn and like watching the game and watching the fly balls and try to catch them and hit each other for them with other kids I was with, and it's pretty cool. I'm probably gonna get it encased with a ticket just because it's kind of like ooh ah moment. Yeah, sorry guys. Matt Kemp, center fielder for the Dodgers, returned the other day. Did pretty good on his return. Don't remember exact stats, but they're probably happy to have him back. Matt Kemp's pretty popular in Dodgers sense as far as like he's pretty popular in the Dodger collector world. However, here's the thing. If you know, there's this guy named Pug, Puig, and he has shot a lot of the 2013 products up. I'm so glad I jumped on the 2013 Bowman Inception. However, I jumped on a little too late. Started out $6.50 a case for 8-box case. That's 40 hits per case. Then they find out Pug is doing great and he's in the product. What we didn't really know, and there's $750. Next thing you know, it's $800. Now you can't find any case under $850. If you can, I would buy a case. you can afford it because it's going to be worth it. There's no base in the product. I'll go into that a little bit more next week because it's releasing on Wednesday, and I'm actually hoping to have my cases in by then. I ordered 3 cases, but we'll see. I'm actually splitting a case with somebody else, and we'll go from there. Last thing I want to talk about for baseball is the whole A-Rod, Ryan Braun, and a few other, well, a lot of other baseball players, and the whole like substance abuse, drugs, steroids. You baseball players love to use them, shoot up, mix things other, you know. Um, sorry, it just cracks me up because I feel like baseball happens a lot, and guess what? You get 50 games suspension. That's huge. Football happens, you get 4 games suspended. However, in football, I feel like there's less games, of course. But 4 games is huge in football. But baseball is kind of like 50 games. That's a real slap in the face for something that probably a lot of people do and get away with it. There's still some legitimate players out there that are doing it all by themselves, but come on, let's be honest. I think a lot of pro players, I mean, look at Lance Armstrong. Not even any of the sports I normally talk about, but, he got caught. Now what? Does anybody care about him? Yeah, he's still famous, but, I mean, some people lose respect for the guy. But it happens. All right, guys. So that's kind of like where we're at. Talk about all the sports. It's not always going to be this long. I just kind of wanted to get started with this on the weekly Wednesday wrap-up is what I'm going to be calling it. I'll try to give free stuff away. I'll tell you about good breaks that are coming up. I'll direct you some sites. My goal is in about 2-3 weeks, hopefully this gets going, and I'm actually going to have Josh from one of the huge websites on a phone conversation for this show, and we'll see how that goes. Just ask him some questions, see where he kind of thinks the hobby's going, where it's been, what products are super hot right now. They seem like flying off shelves, and pre-sales, everything. Alright guys, well, that gets me to this box. It's a case. Woohoo! I don't have box cutters, but I do have something called an X-Acto knife. Works just as well. You just have to be careful, because the X-Acto knife is smaller, but it's easier to prick yourself. So right here, if you're wondering what I got a 20 box case. Sorry, that's tilted you down. That way you don't think I'm just fiddling with stuff. So here's 20 boxes. Let's go this way. Sportstown Press Pass, Sportstown Edition. Each box is going to have 1 hit. Right now I'm going to number these. And we'll start with 1, 2, let's go up and down. If you're wondering where I'm numbering, I'll tell you in a sec. Let me just get this done. Remember, we're going up to 20. I'm kind of saying that out loud to remember for myself. Alright, there we go. You can see the lovely numbers I write, kind of scribbled up. Anyways, the reason why I'm doing this is I did say we're going to do some freebies, but nobody came to look. So what I'm going to do right now is I'll keep these, okay? Throughout the show, maybe we'll do 1 box here, 1 box there. For now, I'm going to open 2 boxes myself, since it was an awesome case, and I think I always love number 12. So we'll go 12, and then how about we go with box 4? And then I'll kind of save the rest, and as we go along, like, you might get the box, you might get 1 box split, stuff like that. But we'll start with 2 boxes right now. I'll keep this on the side. Next Monday, I'm opening a full case of 2011 Bowman Sterling. 2011 contenders from baseball. Granted, I'm into baseball this year. Dude, totally forgot where I put the numbers. There. Start with 4. Sorry. Back to contenders. So I'm opening a box. It's on sale for the Father's Day. I couldn't resist. There's some like 80 odd hits in there. Hoping to hit something big. like I said, box 4. Here we go. It's a retail version. Oh wow, it literally is just one pack, and that's it. Look at that. Well, if that's the case, save time. Here we go. It's 12. And don't be shocked, guys. Basically, what I'm gonna do is, if it's just one packers like this, what I'm gonna do is probably open. Jeez, I'll open a total of 10 boxes, and I'll keep 10 boxes for giveaways, stuff like that, because these are all just one packers. I love one packers, but for sure, 10 of the boxes will be somehow given away, raffled, stuff like that. Thanks, guys. Well, 10-ish boxes. But if this doesn't take off and nobody watches, then guess what? I'll keep the boxes myself. First one, Mohamed Sanu, number 125. It's a pretty good one for retail. Okay, these things are. I feel like because there's only one card in a pack, these things are super hard to like open up. This one's kind of let down. Billy Wynn, number 149. Okay. And since I'm talking about it, bear with me just a little longer. Okay. I'm gonna grab the 10 boxes now, the other 8, and we'll just do them all in one go. We'll take 19. Or take 1, 2, 4, 5. I'll take 7. Take 18. 20. Let's see, it's 4. I need 4 more. How about 9 for Romo? Jeez. 1. 6. So then we'll go lucky 13. And then finally we'll end on 8. Alright. Move these down. Keep 10 boxes here. You guys can see the 10 boxes? Yeah, there you go. We'll put those aside. Move these over. Got scattered everywhere. Let me scoot this back a little so I have more room. There we go. Alright, so good start. I'm just going to open the packs first, guys. Like I said, this is kind of tester. It's weekly Wednesday wrap up. If it doesn't take off, you know, it's okay. I understand some things don't. Let's see whatever this is. See the packs right there. There we go. This is 8. I feel like even though this is retail, like why would retail you just want one card, like just the auto? Some people like inserts, you know. All right, come on. These are pretty easy to open though, because there's only one pack. So it's almost like you open it and you bust it and kind of just toss it aside. These are so addicting. We'll see, you know, if people watch this, then next week, you know, I'll keep the 10. If not, guess what? I'll be opening the 10 next week then. Just remember, Monday is baseball. Doing this now so I don't gotta deal with it. And don't worry, I never slice the cards. So like you notice, I feel first where the card is, and then I slice above it, like way above it. People have asked me before, oh, don't you ever cut your fingers? Haven't yet, but doesn't mean I won't. Alright, let's go. This could be a good one. Michael Agnew, number 75. It's red. I got Agnew, that's what we call it. I was looking at it, I was like, oh, that looks good. And you're like, let down. Nick Toon, number 125. Kind of like the red version ink rather than like their normal one. Brandon Thompson, number 149. See, like I said earlier, this is why I don't like college, because you can never tell who it is. Oh, Brandon Thompson, 149. Oh, Brandon Thompson again. I laugh. This is typical retail for you. Oh, that one just got jacked. Billy Wynn, 125. So I'm looking at these cards. I thought that one got messed up because it's bowed. They're all bowed. Billy Wynn again. This one's red. Parallel, number 75. Oh boy. Isaiah P, number 149. That's a nice one. Don't be surprised if you guys don't see another break after this and I'm like, hey, I opened the whole box. Number 125, Jeremy Everett. Not too bad. Alright, thanks guys for joining the first Wednesday weekly wrap up. Go through these hits real fast again if you want. Join next week. Hoping to open a lot more. Jeremy Everett, number 125. Isaiah P, number 149. Billy Wynn, that's a 75 version. Billy Wynn to 125. Brandon Thompson, 145, 149. Brandon Thompson again, 149. Nick Toon, red ink, number 125. Michael Agnew, number 75. Billy Wynn, number 149. And Mohamed Sanu, number 125. Not bad for retail. Cards look nice. They're shiny, I guess. Alright, thanks guys. Join me next week.